In this week's space news, InnoSpace reschedules first commercial launch of Hanbit-Nano to second half of 2025. InnoSpace decided to delay the first launch of the Hanbit-Nano vehicle to ensure a more reliable launch. Instead of launching this July, the launch date is now sometime in the second half of 2025. This adjustment to the launch date followed identification of issues after a technical inspection of the vehicle. In particular, the issues seem to be related to the first stage electric pump and hybrid propulsion system. Previous performance tests had not picked up any issues, but during a propellant supply system test, some issues were observed. The staged qualification test is a key milestone for verifying the launch vehicle can carry out its mission and launch safely. It's a mandatory step in order to receive a launch approval. Founder and CEO of InnoSpace, Song-Jong Kim, said, "We sincerely acknowledge the concern caused by the two scheduled changes and feel a strong sense of responsibility. However, we have determined that the technical issues identified during recent tests may potentially affect the launch vehicle's performance and the overall mission success. Addressing them in advance is a preemptive measure we believe is necessary to fulfill our responsibility to our customers. This decision reflects our commitment to enhancing technical completeness to ensure a more reliable launch and mission operation. As the final preparation period has been extended, all our team members are making every effort to deliver a more thorough and dependable outcome." Unquote. We'll keep you informed as InnoSpace gets closer to its first orbital launch attempt. On to our second story this week. Apex unveils larger satellite bus called Comet. Spacecraft manufacturing startup Apex has announced it will be introducing a new, larger satellite bus called Comet. We've reported on K2 Space, which is building huge satellite buses suitable for the next generation of super heavy lifters such as Starship. Comet isn't quite as ambitious as K2 Space, but their new satellite bus can carry 500 kilos, that's 1,100 pounds, into low Earth orbit. It can supply 5 kilowatts of power to payloads, which will be useful for customers wanting to use more powerful or energy-hungry sensors in space. With billions of dollars of Golden Dome money about to be allocated to satellites in low Earth orbit, expect to see satellite manufacturers promoting their product lines as Golden Dome ready. Apex CEO Ian Cinnamon said in a statement, "From cell phone towers in space for consumer technology to unique sensing missions, or as an interceptor platform for Golden Dome, Comet is the clear choice to accelerate the most ambitious space missions." Unquote. Apex now offers platforms in different sizes and configurations, aiming to ensure one will be just right for customers. The Ares, which can carry up to 150 kilos, Nova, which can carry up to 300 kilos, and Comet, which can carry more than 500 kilos to low Earth orbit. It's been less than a year since Apex announced it was entering the geosynchronous market with a 200 kilo, that's 440 pound satellite bus. Apex move into GEO is because customers are now willing to consider platforms that are not custom boutique satellites built especially for one customer. This Los Angeles-based startup is flush with cash after the latest funding round closed with $200 million raised from investors. This capital raise was after another milestone for the company. Their first Ares bus has just celebrated its first operational year on orbit in March. We'll keep you up to date on news from this satellite operator. Next up, some news connecting Sierra Space with the Moon. Sierra Space secures NASA contract to study lunar inflatable habitats. Sierra Space, a company developing the Dream Chaser spaceplane and inflatable space station habitats, has won a NASA contract to explore the use of its expandable habitat technology on the Moon. The contract, part of NASA's Lunar Logistics and Mobility Studies under the Next Step 2 program, focuses on studying how Sierra Space's inflatable life, that is large integrated flexible environment, habitat technology could support the Artemis program's lunar ambitions. This award isn't about supplying hardware. Instead, Sierra Space will investigate how its life technology could enhance lunar infrastructure. Potential applications include creating tunnels to connect habitats or other structures at a lunar base, and helping to create a robust network for sustained human presence. Dr. Tom Marshburn, Sierra Space's Vice President of Human Factors Engineering, commented on the award. We believe our expandable soft goods space station technology can thrive in low Earth orbit for commercial uses and for deep space exploration with NASA. Sierra Space is able to leverage existing technologies to deliver robust and scalable solutions that support both near-term and long-term mission objectives on the Moon. We've developed a versatile technology with our expandable habitation products that we feel supports NASA's Moon to Mars goals." Unquote. Sierra Space brings extensive expertise in NASA's lunar program, drawing from its work on lunar landers, rovers, habitats, and ongoing support for human landing systems, lunar terrain vehicles, and pressurized rovers. In April, Sierra Space achieved a milestone by completing hypervelocity impact tests at NASA's White Sands Test Facility in New Mexico. Using NASA's .50 caliber two-stage light gas gun, the test simulated micrometeoroid and orbital debris impacts on life's outer shield, confirming the technology's durability for orbital space stations and potential lunar applications. Sierra Space should be launching their Dream Chaser and a Vulcan Centaur rocket later this year. We'll be sure to keep you informed on Dream Chaser, the Life Habitat modules, and their work with NASA on lunar infrastructure. Okay, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Space News Live is on Saturday evening or Sunday morning, depending where you watch from. I recap the videos I posted this week, answer questions, respond to comments and chat messages, cover any missed news, and preview upcoming content. I'd love for you to join if you can. Be sure to like and subscribe so you will see our upcoming videos. We make videos every week covering the space industry, with an emphasis on the smaller space startups that aren't covered so well on other channels. See you soon.